Hello and welcome to the semifinals of the 2021 Great Lakes Regional Championship. We have Blue Jay versus Creighton, JV versus Varsity, B versus A. With me is Matt Dwyer. Hello, Matt. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Mary. Good to be here. So we're picking it up. The game has just started off as Creighton drives from the far side and puts it in. That is number 57, Domingo, on the score. So Blue Jay is attacking left to right in the white with blue trim, and Creighton, the A team, in the all black right to left. I will refer to them as Creighton and Blue Jay, though they all come from Creighton University. Traveling far from Nebraska as Blue Jay drives it down. That's Beer Bomb at keeper. Gets his own rebound, trying to tackle him, and looks like that was a goal. Pass off to Corbin Au. Kind of interesting that they'll meet each other this far into the tournament. Unfortunate to drive so far from home, but that's kind of what happens when you get late in the bracket. So Creighton now will bring the ball up. That's 71. Mejio. He passes off. It's driving at the right side. Low shot missed. It's Evoy who gets beat. She dumps it off, and it looks like a turnover there. Dump off after beat. Creighton probing that right side. Nothing happens. This is an interesting matchup that doesn't happen too often, where an A team plays their B team. Only a couple teams in the country have A or B teams, or varsity, junior varsity, as Beer Bomb takes it up center, passes it off to the inside, puts it through back to the backside, and that is Novak on the finish. Pardon me. Looking at the wrong roster, they're both Creighton. I believe it's Anna Walter with the finish there. So it's almost like, what do you do in this scenario? You practice together, you play together, you've got the same strategies, so you have to out-strategy the other team's strategy. Domingo with the right side, dropped the ball, but was called clear, and flips it to the inside to Evoy, and she scores. Beer Bomb, a big pass over top as Blue Jays trying to drive in and lost his broom, and that looks like Domingo will take the ball from there. Blue Jay maintaining bludger control for now. Domingo running center. Flips it to the backside, score! And that's Mejio on the score. So the turnover up top creates a scoring opportunity as Beer Bomb now tries the right side, the near side, looking for his options. He's got a lot of open chasers as he launches it across the field to Au. Au wrapped up by Mejio, stripped, and Mejio comes away from it. And Mejio's going to go on a little run here. He's streaking up the field. He's got one chaser in front. He's dancing and beat. That was Abrigo who handled that ball, but beat immediately. We have a stoppage here. Our head referee for this game, Michael Clark-Polner. So Blue Jay will bring the ball back up, and it looks like Creighton has bludger control. Looks like they're going to get a little aggressive with the beaters as Beer Bomb just skips a beat. The beat skips near him, rather, as he'll now probe the other side, and Au drops his broom, unable to handle the pass, and that'll be Creighton ball. So Mejio inbounds it on the far side, blocks a beat. No bludgers in front. He flips it, tries to flip it inside to Kea, but it's handled by Beer Bomb. Beer Bomb looking, Big pass over the top, way overshoots his chaser. That was Anna Walter on the other side of it. She had a good route, she had a good cut, but it was well overthrown. So now Abrigo brings it up center as there's a substitution at keeper for Creighton. Creighton setting themselves up at the top of the key. And that is a hard face beat there. Looks like Creighton capitalized on a goal, but that is a player who is down for a moment. That looks like Kang Harris on Blue Jay. And that was a hard shot to the face. Referees conferencing about that one. New headbeat rules in effect this year for player safety. We'll see what they come up with. If this goal stands, I believe it will be 40-20 in favor of Creighton. Both of these teams had a very good showing at Midwest Regional Championship a week ago, with Creighton coming away as champion with a bid and Blue Jay very narrowly missing out. Now they come here. If Creighton ends up in a bid slotted game this time around, then their bid will drop down to the next eligible team, and Blue Jay still looking for their bid to nationals. Referees coming out of conference now. We'll see what the call adjudication is, and by the mournful stride of Michael Clark Polner and reaching to the pocket, indeed it is a card. And that is a straight red card for presumably an egregious face beat. We will see what the official call is, and yes, we'll get the number here in a moment as that player comes off the field. Ejection from the game, and Creighton's substitute will be in the box for 2 minutes. And that is a hard look, as that player seems pretty dejected. Looks like that was Max Chang, number 62, with the foul. Chang very frustrated visibly on the sideline, so he'll take a walk away from the field, and it looks like number 45 Morimoto is going to spend a little bit of time in the box serving out Chang's penalty. So 2 minutes of Blue Jay power play. An unknown Dr. Seuss book. So referees coming out of conference now. It looks like things are going to start up. It's a bludger turnover. So because of the penalty, I believe that goal is negated. So 30-20, Creighton in the lead still. And as mimed, a little contact face beat. So now Blue Jay will start with the quaffle and with bludger control. And Creighton drops back on defense. I don't know the relationship between these two teams or how they view one another, but you got to believe that a hard face beat on one of your own is perhaps a bit frustrating as Bierbaum runs to the left side, dodges around Abrigo, floater through the top hoop, no good, bounces to the outside, and Creighton will recover. A bit of a missed opportunity there, and it looks like they're going to run it on the power play. No, they're going to hold up at midfield.
Number 64 was there with a threatening bludger. It looks like another beater was able to wrest that from Mercick Ellis. Quaffle is now in the hands of number 69, who looks like they have a good opportunity. They did not complete that pass, unfortunately, number 67. Mercick Ellis might get to it first.
Al had his chaser wide open on the far side. He just plain missed her. The pass looked lazy and quite frankly uninspired. He could have very easily fed that chaser for her goal. I believe that is Anna Walter, who's been making good cuts all day. They're just not finding her. And now with the power play mostly gone, they've come up with 0 goals in the process. And so now they've feeded it to Mersick Ellis, who drives in, scores immediately through the top hoop, untouched. He's got speed. If I'm Beer Bomb, I think I want to push this just a little bit harder. You've got bludger control, you've got the power play. You're probably going to end up with bludger control after the power play unless they do something special. Lauren Curry does something special on the other end with the beaters. Like, you should be able to get at least one here. And now the beat on the inside, Curry's down, and so now Beer Bomb drives in.
That is a goal for Blue Jay.
Beer Bomb puts it through on the good play, and now Mersick Ellis is going to take a run. That beat missed, and Mersick Ellis scores. It was a desperation shot by Dasig that went nowhere. Dasig's got to take a few more steps on that one. As they say, beat with your feet.
I love it.
So with that score, it is now 50-30, and Creighton will return to full power after the red card on Chang. Morimoto now in at beater. And a misbeat there allows Curry to regain bludger control for Creighton. And it looks like Au almost gets stripped, loses the handle, and now it's Kea. Kea's on a run. He's a big man to get in front of, and Kea easily scores. Yamada is in at keeper, and he got beat trying to run back, and Kea was able to, uncontested, get to the goal. And that is now 60-30. And we're not seeing a lot of life out of Blue Jay right now. They're moving a little slow or methodical, take your pick. As the aggressive beating of Morimoto causes the turnover, and the block by Abrigo allows him free path to the hoop. Score! A great heads-up play by Creighton as they create a turnover at midfield, and that was some smart beating by Morimoto. And now after a little scuffle, it looks like Blue Jay maintains bludger controls. Yamada brings it up center. Yamada at center, guarded by Abrigo. Abrigo's got him in a wrap. Abrigo should have used that second arm, honestly, but that's okay. The pass to the inside, shot blocked. And it looks like Abrigo lost the handle and ended up getting kicked back. Back to Blue Jay. That was Katie Bine on the accidental or maybe on purpose kickback. And now Kea with the interception. He kicks it back to his own hoops, and now it's in the hands of Mersick Ellis. It's a little bit of chaos kicking in the middle of the field here. Now Mersick Ellis comes down the left side, hiding it behind his back. He's headed towards the corner, guarded by Bine. Spin move, Bine's still on. And now he's standing, waiting for the setup, passes to Kea. Morimoto tries for the beat, no good. Kea getting wrapped up, and Kea slams it home. Shrugs off the tackler, and that is another goal for Creighton. Now 90-30 in favor of Creighton. And Yamada will bring it up once more for Blue Jay. He'll try near side Creighton with bludger control. Dasig in front to do some disruption. Passes to the other side of the field. Pass mishandled. And now he's looking center, driving in, blocked. And that'll be a turnover. That shot blocked was from Usami. And now it looks like, no, that won't be a turnover, excuse me, because it was blocked out of bounds. That is an inbound play. And they've got Bine, who throws it all the way to Yamada. And Abrigo then knocks it out of bounds, so now Yamada will inbound. Blue Jay moving a little slow.
They only have one chaser on this side due to beats. So I'm wondering where they're going to inbound the ball. And they inbound it to force a reset.
And that's a smart use of the reset there as Usami fields it at midfield, runs by another chaser, blocked at the line by Mejio, who's now in a keeper. And Mejio's on a run, one beater to beat. Is he going to go for it? Passes across, and that goal is good. Pass handled by Domingo. Ryan Domingo. Great fast break run.
Good. I was curious.
With that goal, 100-30. As Blue Jay moving slowly. Bludger control with Creighton. It's Morimoto and Curry still. And it looks like that might change as the reset is used, as the pass back to avoid the beat goes to Usami. Usami guarded by Morimoto. Pass inside to Bind, mishandled, and it looks like Mejia will go on a run again. He's running into two bludgers now. You think he'll slow up? Gets blocks the beat, loses the ball, now gets beat, and Domingo will pick it up. And now Domingo, seeing the beaters out of position, pro hop, scores! Little stutter throw there from Domingo through the top hoop. And it looks like Creighton showing their dominance, showing exactly why they are the A-team.
I was just thinking the same thing. You're definitely seeing the evolution of where Blue Jay could become, but Creighton is just playing a little bit smarter, and it's showing. You know, you can't win on just being faster.
Usami with the ball in the far corner, receiving the throw from Yamada. Usami beat in the back, and now Mejia comes up with it. Long strides up the field, and he'll take it to the near side, face down by Dvorak. Back to center. Mersic Ellis now in at chaser. Guarded by two beaters. His own two beaters. And now Mersic Ellis untouched once more with a mid-range shot and puts it through.
I just want to say I just had their number and I saw it. Ends in a 5. One of the chasers on Creighton just always is pressing, always available for a pass, no matter, I believe it's 65, no matter how far-fetched it is. I love the determination that I'm seeing from that chaser. The one that is currently behind the hoops did not quite get the pass. It was a little bit off to where they were.
There was Anna Walter trying to receive that pass there.
Anna Walter, number 67. Walter is having, I think, a good day. I can't wait to see more from her this season.
She is, absolutely. It's a shame that, unfortunately, her teammates can't connect any passes to her. Her runs have been solid, her movement has been good, her timing has been good. It just hasn't been there for the rest of the team. Mejia guarded up top by Usami, and just playing around, and now Usami's going to steal it and go on a run, and he's got an easy goal. Mejia kind of being a little lackadaisical, playing around a little bit, and pays the price. Creighton still maintains bludger control, though. Their beaters were up a little higher than the Quaffle, getting that bludger control. As Andrea Pablo now in at beater for Creighton. As Mejia passes it off to Mersic Ellis near side. He's got Kea in the center. And now Mersic Ellis is going to drive in. And completely untouched, little flourish at the end, and Mersic Ellis scores.
It was really nice. I thought the flourish was a good touch.
And that is 130-40.
With the flourish, I want to say, it did not detract, it did not damage Mersic Ellis' position, and it was just, he just had great positioning too. That's part of what made it way good. But look at number 73 driving up, passes number 68. A little bit of unfortunate loss of movement there, but number 68 going, they might be able to get it. They soar over the side, does not go in. Walter with the goal. Finally a pass is, no, that was not Walter.
That is Katie Bine.
That's Katie Bine.
And Usami had handled the ball after a variety of beats, as Mersic Ellis clearly dodges a beat, spin move, and puts it past Beer Bomb. He really didn't have to go against that small hoop, but he did.
Man, both Walter and Bine, very, very strong chasers in this game. I'm glad to see that with Bine, that pass finally connected to her, because she and Walter are both ready. They're there.
The skyhook pass, you thought it was going to miss her, but it didn't. She handled it, put it through nice and easy. So now Blue Jay will bring it up center again. Beer Bomb, as he has done so many times before in this game, moving slowly to the right. His chasers, he tries to pass across.
Wow, look at that interception by Morimoto.
Morimoto doing double duty today as he floats it over to Domingo for the easy score, dodging a beat in the process. And I'm not sure where Beer Bomb's pass was going there. He did have Walter open on the far side, but if that pass wasn't intercepted, it looks like it was going to miss her by a good 10 feet. So now Usami brings it up the far side, bared down by Curry. Curry beats him in midfield, and that's an unfortunate turnover as Domingo's going to go on a run, no defender back, and an easy score there. A lot of turnovers at midfield for Blue Jay, and it looks like this is part of the Creighton system, high pressure. So now Creighton will maintain bludger control, 150-50. Andrea Pablo. And it looks like by being a little cheeky there, Pablo unwittingly gave up bludger control, and now Curry gets beat. And it looks like Beer Bomb working hard against Kea, flips it over to Usami far side. Blue Jay with bludger control, flips it.
Oh, beautiful!
Diagonal pass right to Bine, and Bine puts it in easy as you go. That's great.
Both Bine and Walters ready there, so that way if it didn't get to Bine, maybe it could have gone to Walters on the other side of the hoops. That was a great use of chasers behind the hoops right there.
Domingo dancing around, stripped by Usami, still has the ball, gets beat, passes back to Kea. Kea misses it, and it looks like that was a pass after beat, so Usami's going to field it. He'll go against Kea. Looks like Kea, he's a big man, but maybe not laterally quick as Usami anyways, and it held him up enough that the beater was able to get back in the play, and Curry and Pablo shut it down. So Usami quick, but not quick enough for that one, even with the turnover at midfield. And now Mejia will bring it up center. 160-50 our score. And Mejia's pass blocked. Kea unable to get it. And Blue Jay doing a lot of work on the beater side of things. As Usami dodges the beat from Pablo. Usami driving in, passes it inside to Walter. Walter scores!
That was beautiful!
Banks it in on the inside, and that time they found her.
Wow! That was from the craziest angle. I can't believe that happened.
TJ O'Connor with a lot of beats there on the near side of the field on the Blue Jay defensive half that created that play. Several beats on chasers. They were all headed back to hoops, allowing that Usami feed to Walter for the score.
Simultaneous beats looks like from Creighton and Blue Jay. Quaffle is
blocked at the midfield by Usami, and Usami passes inside to Beer Bomb. Beer Bomb scores.
That is beautiful. Look at Blue Jay regaining some momentum in this game that we saw earlier.
They got some life.
I'm glad that it's coming back. It seemed like for a little bit it was Creighton's game. You should never really call it this weekend though. Like the results have been rather shocking. So,
it's not over till it's over.
Don't underestimate anyone.
Creighton and Blue Jay will trade beats as Mejia tries to whip it to the far side, taken by Bine, and unfortunately gets hit off the bounce of a bludger and drops the ball. It was the right thing to do. She was safe, but then Creighton was able to pick it up, and a far pass from Morimoto to Mejia and a score. Very unfortunate for Katie Bine there. She had an open lane to go to the other side of the field.
Hopefully we'll see at another event or something. I'll be a national. They'll be a national.
So now Blue Jay will bring it up center. And a big shot over the top is no good. That was Corbin Au. And we'll have a stoppage on the field. Probably because the ball went far. Au put a little mustard on that one. Looks like that'll be 20 minutes.
Wow, that might be the fastest actual game time to official game time, like total minutes played. I don't know, y'all. I'm running out of words. It's been a long weekend. There were not a lot of stoppages in that game. These players must be exhausted. No time to recover.
Yes and no. These
Yes
are
and no?
athletes. Looking at both these teams, these are
That's
athletes
fair.
through and through.
They-
Both are showing impressive amounts of athleticism and hustle.
I'm sure they have trained for this exact situation, for having a near non-stop game where it is a race to 20 minutes.
If you don't want to win, you got to be good. That includes your cardio.
Another shout out for conditioning.
Always shout out conditioning. So our snitch will go ahead and get ready here at the front of the cam. That is our good friend Justin Barnard. So he sets himself up wearing those very nice long sleeve Team USA jerseys. Love that black alternative. So with our score 170-80, that puts our set score at 240. Doable for Creighton, a little more work for Blue Jay. And we will see how this ends up. Perhaps with the snitch on the field, things will get a little more chaotic, as they tend to do. As a reminder, Creighton, having already earned their bid to U.S. Quidditch Cup next April in Salt Lake City, they are just here to win, to get some hardware. On the other side of the field, Blue Jay looking for their bid to Nationals. They are a Nationals caliber team, as I've seen this weekend. It may not be in this game, I don't want to count them out, but they'll have other opportunities should they lose here. So as Michael Clark Polner restarts play, we are back. The Seeker floor is live. As the Seekers get counted down, Mejio brings up the Quaffle center for Creighton. And it looks like with Creighton, Abrigo will be getting some time alone with the snitch, as on the other side of the field, a mishandled pass comes with Blue Jay getting it. And now Dasig got just a moment before Curry beats him out, and Abrigo will have more time again. Blue Jay slowly bringing it up on the far side, and I was waiting to call her name, now she's in. It looks like Maddie Namani is in as she beats Abrigo. Very good beater that I saw this weekend, Namani. As Walter and Bine try to connect a few passes behind the hoops, but unfortunately Walter gets beat and Creighton moves the other direction. Mejio, a long pass to Morimoto, kind of missed him there. Morimoto stops it before going out of bounds. And he'll pass up to Kea. Kea near side, back to Morimoto. Morimoto with an incredible block and scores with a little alley-oop motion to himself. There was some heat on that bludger coming in, and Morimoto blocked it with precision. Beaters trying to give their Seekers a little time on the far side of the field, but Blue Jay now with their beater focusing Quaffle a little bit. Creighton flipping, or splitting their beaters rather, as Yamada passes off to Walter. Walter, a high pass over to Bine, blocked by Mejio, and he saves it from going out of bounds. Flips it back to Kea. If Ao had been paying attention, he might have been able to get that off the ground. Not quite sure. So now Mejio will take it down the near side, guarded in the corner by Namani. Back to Morimoto. Inside to Kea. Meanwhile, Abrigo getting all the time in the world at the snitch for Creighton. Kea, way back down to Mejio. He mishandles a little bit. Juggles. He's got it now, guarded by Al. Blocked at the hoops by Yamada. And Yamada was going to run, thought better of it as he saw Kea standing in his path. Now Yamada, a little bit of limp in this step. He's running in. Passes off to Bine. Bine looking for her options, guarded by Morimoto. Back to Ao. Ao on the other side.
Too long.
Way too high, as Bine with a beater facing her down, and she'll just pass it into Morimoto's direction, unfortunately, as Pablo and Curry doing a lot of work for Creighton's beaters. And unfortunately the ball couldn't get back, as everyone was kind of back on their heels, not really paying attention. The beater couldn't get back in time as Morimoto takes a very quick run down the sideline for a score. And that is now 190-80, our set score 240. And it looks like the Seeker, Dasig, is getting a little bit tired on Blue Jay's side from running back to his hoops so much. As Namani, is she able to get bludger control? We'll see if Pablo gets aggressive for it. Nope. They're going to let Nemani get bludger control back for Blue Jay. Pablo beat at the top of the key, so now Au has a lane to run, and Au puts it through. And that is now 91-90. Blue Jay putting up some points here, as we would expect them to do. We weren't sure how well they would do against the A-team Creighton. As now Mejio brings it up the field. And it looks like Blue Jay will maintain bludger control. It's Kang Harris, who went out of the game earlier for that hard face beat, now back into play. Partner to Nemani. Domingo on the far side with the quaffle. Probing the defense, and Domingo gets beat, and that'll be picked up by Bine, who then gets beat. And Mejio comes up with it for Creighton. Creighton taking a moment, looking at the defense. Mejio blocks the beat from Kang Harris, now is going to drive in, and cutting through the defense like butter, Mejio scores. That puts them at an even 200. 4 more to go. As Kang Harris, he will recover a bludger. Slowly but surely he recovered that bludger, as Curry not giving the Seeger Daysig a lot of time for Blue Jay. As the pass over the top goes to Walter, as Evoy was bearing down on her. Pass intercepted by Mejio. It was a pass after beat anyway, as Bine had recovered it after Walter got beat, and now Mejio's going to come fast down the side. Mejio, shot blocked. Actually, that was a pass across the hoops. Domingo is coming on the other side, but that's okay. They're going the other direction with Usami. Usami, and
That was not good.
not good. He seems to think it went through, but they were calling it no good. And now a stoppage of play, as there's a little bit of confusion, and it looks like the AR on the other side of the field was calling that good. Not sure what the goal referee saw in that one. So now the referees will conference about that one. Want to count every goal. The Seekers have had a lot of time, a lot of alone time with the snitch, particularly Creighton Seeker Abrigo, who I don't think has subbed out yet. Barnard is holding him at bay. So now as we remount, it looks like that goal indeed was good. And Blue Jay will now come up with the quaffle. Pablo beating out the Seeker for Creighton. Usami bringing up the ball.
Broom goes out from under them. Check out that pass. Number 65 was unfortunately not able to pass to the other chaser, but
Mejio comes away with it after that pass was intercepted, the pass to Bine. And it looks like the quaffle was just mishandled by Mercic Ellis, who's now back in the game. They launch it far for Walter. She's got Curry bearing down on her. Walter just trying to get it to some teammate, unable to do so as she was back on her heels. And Domingo now bringing it up as Daysig is getting some alone time with the snitch for Blue Jay. So Domingo passes down to Mercic Ellis. Mercic Ellis looking for his options. Guarded. That is Dvorak back in at beater. Passes to Domingo, and no good, but Mercic Ellis cleans up, and that is another good goal for Creighton. Abrigo studying the snitch, trying to find the opening. Barnard is a talented snitch, good grappler. As the inside pass intended for Walter is broken up, as Morimoto, now in at keeper, takes it up the field for Blue Jay. Guarded by Usami. Passes far side Ellis. Pardon me, Mercic Ellis. So Mercic Ellis will hold it behind his beater.
Abrigo nearly had it. I saw the tail just centimeters away from their fingers.
Some almost snitch catch here, but no good, unfortunately, as Dasick and Abrigo both having time with the seeker. The beaters seemingly uninterested in beating either of them, as finally Nemani comes in and beats Abrigo. Dasick will have his moment as another good goal for Creighton leads to Beer Bomb streaking up the side, and Beer Bomb. So that is now 110 to 210. 240 our set score. Creighton inching ever closer. It's been a slow, methodical movement from both teams, although tiredness might play a little part of it.
Clear. Black ball.
And Blue Jay with bludger control. Did I speak too soon? Curry's trying to get it away from Dvorak. And it looks like Nemani is back by herself as Morimoto fields it near side, back to center. Mersic Ellis. And now both Blue Jay beaters with bludgers are in the play. And now Mersic Ellis is going to drive in. Shot low, and that'll be a turnover. Blue Jay not going down without a fight, certainly, as Creighton regains bludger control. And Dvorak just as soon gets it back. Beer Bomb scores again for Blue Jay, and there's some fight, there's some life here. Blue Jay looks gassed, though. Abrigo getting more time for Creighton at seeker. He's been getting close a couple times, as Morimoto and Mersic Ellis are at the top of the key. Missed beat. Mersic Ellis is going to feed it back to the inside. Intercepted by Beer Bomb. Beer Bomb's going to go on a run. He's got one defender to beat. Easy goal. Mersic Ellis seemed to pull up a little bit there. I don't think he was going to be able to defensively stop that. Beer Bomb just a little too fast. Mersic Ellis was also coming off the knockout. So Morimoto driving in, flips it backhand for the goal. That was almost too easy. 220 to 130. Kang Harris now in at seeker for Blue Jay, trying to get around Abrigo, as no beaters anywhere near the seekers. Beer Bomb, guarded by Mersic Ellis. Passing over to Au. Intercepted by Mersic Ellis.
But pressured by Nemani.
He jumped about 8 feet in the air, but immediately steps out of bounds, and that is a Blue Jay inbound play. That was an incredible vertical leap. I'm in shock. Beer Bomb facing down two beaters. As Curry misses her throw, Beer Bomb runs to the far side, skirts out of the tackle from Morimoto, and scores. As Mersic Ellis recovers it to give to Morimoto, who restarts play. He's got a beater and a chaser to beat, and Mersic Ellis, a fake up top, two-hand, flip to the reverse hand, reverse side of the hoop. The special meter was full. They hit the, NBA Jam. He slammed the dunk. It was on fire. At 2:30, it's goal to go for Creighton as Beer Bomb blocks the beat from Pablo. He's going to do a little dancing pass to Au. Ooh, Au almost had it, but lost the broom in the process as Mejio passes to Mersic Ellis, who passes off. And
might not have been good. Mersic Ellis might have been beat before.
He might have been beat before. We're going to see how they feel about that. The referees will conference. If that goal is good, that's the end of it. Want to make sure. Valiantly fought by both teams. Blue Jay really putting in the work here.
It's a good bit. I like it a lot. Not surprised.
Incredible athleticism shown by both teams. I'm really impressed with both of them at this tournament in terms of athleticism.
What?
The phone seems to have died.
And that goal was no good.
Goal is no good. Okay.
It did look good from our angle, but we do not have final say here in the booth.
Okay, can you move this back?
The commentator booth, not, the booth review that the NFL has. One day we'll get there.
If only.
Yeah. VAR. So play will restart. Goal to go for Creighton. As now Kea in its seeker. This might be a little more physically imposing for Barnard to handle, as Kang Harris will go at the same time. Beaters wholly ignoring the snitch as Beerbomb takes it up far side for Blue Jay. Looks like they're going to try and run 1.5 in terms of beaters as Beerbomb gets around, passes to Bind. Bind shot, no good, tries to recover. Mejio gets it, and now Mejio's going to go on a run and thinks better of it. Blue Jay with bludgeon control now. It's Dvorak. Mejio not paying attention. Misses the pass to Domingo. Mersic Ellis. He gets beat. And now Al will pick it up off that beat. And Al can run. He's got a chaser. It is Walter. And she slams it by. No good. Looks like just a little miss. But he found Walter there. That was a good pass. As Dvorak and Nemani. Nemani. Great beat. Stops Mejio in the backfield. And Beerbomb. And he's going to launch it. He's got Walter behind. She fields it. And scores! Coast to coast throw. And Walter, great handle and score. And it's good that they're finding her in the latter half of the game. It is still goal to go for Creighton. Excuse us as we have our display incorrect here. As... Woo! Incredible hop by Mersic Ellis to dodge that beat, spin move, and get the goal. Stoppage of play. We'll talk to the referees again. We'll see if he can catch a break here. And man, he got some serious tucked leg air there, dodging that beat. Mile underneath him. So our referees will conference. If that goal is good, it is game, with Creighton meeting the set score of 240. If not, Blue Jay, who is at 150, will live to fight another day. A thorough conference by Michael Clark Polner, as he's wont to do. And that goal is good, and that will end it. Creighton moving forward in the tournament, defeating the junior varsity team Blue Jay Quidditch. A great game by both teams, as they both put forward a lot of goals. I think a lot of things to look forward to with both of these. I intend to see good things out of both of them come the national tournament. I'd like to thank you all for turning in to this game at Great Lakes Regional Championship. We will be back here again soon to show you our next match.